Hey there, welcome back to the studio. We're still writing our songs, mainly one song at a time, one thing at a time. And I just discovered another cool vocal effect I never did before. Sometimes I sing head voice, or you can call it falsetto. There is, I think, some difference to it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So it's like the hey there vocal. And I just made the last chorus. I had this idea with there's like a really big solo section, or for our terms a longer guitar solo section, and then it goes into a pretty killer riff. That's actually quite cool. I'll show you later. And it's just a demo, so it's just demo, but it sounds cool. And then I had the idea after this to because there's quite a gap between the last vocal line, so I wanted to make this end chorus that kind of feels different and is kind of really different, but has the same lyrics. And I had an idea of a vocal, a thing in my head, and then on another day I picked up the guitar and I played some chords, and I created this match in my head, this vocal would fit with this chords, but I couldn't play it right now because it would take too much time, and I carried it around in my head. And then we rehearsed last time, and we just recorded those chords quickly, and I sang over it, and it sounded really cool. It really worked out, it's not always the case. Welcome to my brain. Then I thought, okay, it sounds cool. I dig the vocal, the last chorus vocal thing, but I felt it sounded too normal, too not emotional enough. And I thought, why not distort the crap out of this vocal, with a really a distortion pedal, but not a real one. I just used a plugin. You could use a guitar pedal, perhaps you would feel cooler then, but if it sounds great, it is great, as some very friendly person once wrote in the comments. And I was very surprised because it changes the character completely of this very soft voice to a almost scream. It almost sounds like I would scream it, but in a very soft way. And the problem was you couldn't understand it anymore, the words I was saying. So I had the idea to pseudo stereo the same take with Waves Relay DT. That's in my opinion one of the best pseudo stereo things you can buy, because it does the randomize doubler part thing, not with a specific waveform, but with a randomized waveform. And to me that's just a trick. And it also modulates it really cool. Yep, that's cool. So I'll show you the part from somewhere around the riff, I guess. That's still solo and part. and so forth. Yeah, to show it in solo. I don't know, I just love it. It really reminds me of one of my favorite records. I don't know if you know that. That's just one of my biggest influences ever. I don't listen to it today very much because I feel like the person was spiritually in a very bad place. Hopefully is in a better place now. I don't know. Yeah, the artist is John Frusciante, and the album is Neandro Lades, or Smile from the Streets You Hold. Really crappy recording, really great songs. It shows what music is all about. It's about emotion. That's all it is. It's just a guy screaming his heart out, and he's just an excellent guitar player, you know. Although he back then was like not at his top-notch level at all, but he's just a ridiculous guitar player. I just like it, you know. It's a matter of taste. And he I just realized I always thought he just basically overdrives his tape recorder, because he recorded to tape in his strange mansion where he shooted up heroin the whole day. Yeah, ridiculous that this guy still is alive. And I always thought this is like an overdriven tape, but I think it's really a guitar pedal. He just plugged the mic into a guitar pedal, like, don't thinking about the preamp and balanced versus unbalanced signal. He just plugged it in. And yeah, I use a Brainworks plugin, like a Plugin Alliance plugin. It's BX Metal 2. It's part of this bundle I'm using, and I just opened it up for the first time ever, and it sounded great. It did the job, like. Like this here. This sounds really screams. And without the effect? Oh. It's just my head voice. And with the effect. But the problem really is you cannot understand it anymore. So I did the pseudo doubler with the same thing. You know, that's a stereo-ish effect, and you just hear the sum of it, so it's not really stereo for you, but for me. It still feels so more intense. Yeah, I also really love the bass too. Cool, that was it, like little studio episode, what I'm doing right now, messing around with sound. It couldn't be a better day for making stuff like that. It's April and it's almost snowing here in Switzerland again, so I hate the cold. But yeah, it's warm in here. See you next time. Thanks for watching.